Hey everybody, this is Rob Makas. I'm with the Miali team in West Hartford, and we are doing a walkthrough at an REO property, real estate owned by the bank. And I am not only a realtor, I am also an active flipper and investor. So if you're looking for a property like this property or others, let me know. I can walk you through and show you what I know. I just have my mask on. I took it off because I'm not actually meeting anyone here. I'm just here on my own. Want to show you guys what I see as an investor. Wear gloves though, because other people have touched all these surfaces. This property is what I would consider a full rehab. I mean, just from the outside, you can see the driveway is shot, siding is rotted. I mean, this house has, as you can see, if you're a historic person, this is an amazing home. It's walking distance. It's just steps from West Hartford Center. West Hartford Center is literally, this is Boulevard. Go up Boulevard, take a right, take a left, you're there. Beautiful neighborhood. So I don't know if you can see from this video, but you're gonna need a roof. I'm gonna walk through this property quick with you guys and show you what we have here and how a flipper figures out what this property needs for rehab. Now, you have to expect the worst on all this stuff. I mean, you can see here that there's a lot of rot, so you have to assume that the structure underneath is also rotted, and you're going to need to replace all that. So what I have is, I have a rehab evaluation form, which is very comprehensive. I didn't have that when I first started, and it stung me a couple times. I mean, look at these gorgeous windows. I mean, but the thing is that they're going to have to be replaced. I'm going to talk about improving versus over improving later on in this video. But here's where we're walking in. Gorgeous hardwood floors. They will come up real nice. You'd be surprised that even, I mean, these are in excellent condition. Hardwood floors come up real nice, really easily when you have the right vendors and contractors, and I have them. And you can see here the fireplace, awesome focal point here. I mean, look at this. You're going to need new windows in this house. Absolutely. I don't know what's going on in there, but as you can see from the soot on the outside, something's not working correctly. So you're going to have to assume that you're going to need to replace a damper or put a new sleeve in there, or that's what you get a professional for. But you're going to have a form that you use, and obviously buyers do not like this color scheme, so you're going to want to paint. So, I mean, this house, it's a lot. I mean, gorgeous. Look at the moldings. Look at this. So beautiful. I mean, this thing, trade ceilings in here in the dining room. I mean, this thing is going to come up amazing, but not without a lot of money and a lot of work. So, I mean, we can talk about, so this property, like I said, is a real estate owned property, which means it went through the foreclosure process, and now the bank owns it, and it's on the market right now. The list price is $208,000. So when investors walk through a property, obviously they're going to look at this little tiny kitchen. So you're going to have to do, you're going to want to do a lot here. So when we're looking at properties, we obviously do look at what it's listed for, but you can't let that sway you. Don't be embarrassed. Make an offer based on your numbers. And your numbers are what they are. There's a little half bath here. I don't know if this works. Well, I don't know if that will work in this location. Once we get architect, designer in here with new drawings, always pull permits. You think that would be go without saying, but a lot of people need to hear that still. But this is my form. That's like an example of, I mean, I probably have, I don't know, 150 items on this rehab evaluation sheet, and I would be happy to share it with anyone who is interested. Here's the backyard. You can see the backyard from here. But like I said, I mean, I don't think there will be an inch of this house that won't be touched. But I can tell you right now, this will be a grand, gorgeous home. I mean, you can see there's a pantry out here in this weird space here. This has to be all opened up. And one of the keys is you have to know your end buyer. An end buyer will not go for a 10 by 12 kitchen. So we're going to have to open all this up. New cabinets, new appliances, tile, backsplash, and everything in here. This is hot water heat, as you can see. We can look at that after. So we're going to go through this way. We came through the dining room before. The basement's on my left there. We're coming back to where we came in, and we're going to go upstairs. So gorgeous wood here. I mean, there's some missing spindles, and there are a lot of different ways to go about that. I mean, I would try to save that transom there, replace that window. You're going to have to get rid of that car. But look at this gorgeous, I mean, we could bring this back. Your hardwood floor guy will do wonders with that. There's a gas stubbed up to the hallway. God knows what that's for. Here's the main bathroom. And then, so you can see it's a decent size. So getting back to improving versus over improving, I mean, you have to be aware of your end user who's going to buy this house, and you have to be careful not to go completely nuts on improving and the finishes. There I am. You have to have a budget, and you have to stick to it. If you've not done this much, it's gonna be really hard for you to restrain yourself. But this is a bedroom here. On HGTV, they go haywire with improving, and they just never stop, and they put the latest and greatest of everything in, and then you get some bogus numbers from them. Don't listen to them. Listen to someone who's done this before and has done it a lot and made mistakes. I mean, anybody can talk about their wins. I like to tell people about what didn't work for me, because common sense only takes you so far. Experience, common sense, studying the trade. I mean, I would be happy to mentor someone if they're interested in flipping or wholesaling. We could do a Zoom call. Let me know. Again, I am with the Miali team, And we're based out of West Hartford, but we are in all of Connecticut. So this is a porch in the back. Look, gorgeous little backyard. That's a tarp roof on that little one-car garage there. So have to check that structure. Obviously it needs a roof. The house needs a roof too, but you have to make sure that it's structurally in good condition. So like I said, if you can't see it, you have to assume that there's a problem with it. So you'll have to replace it. But this is this is on the back of the house above the kitchen area. And it looks like they built like a master bedroom closet here. So, like I said, I mean, I would be happy to speak to any wholesaler, person who wants to flip, learn how to flip, hasn't done it yet, or someone who's done it a little bit and they want more information, or someone who is an experienced flipper and they're looking for a real estate agent to help them find their next property. That's me. Rob at themeallyteam.com. And here is the master. So the master at bath here is this. It looks like they took one of the bedrooms and just turned it into a bathroom. So, I mean, this might have to come out. We have to look closer at it because you can see that other room there, that was the bedroom, master bedroom. That's what they turned it into. But we don't know if we want to keep it this way. And this is the back where I just was. So you can see a lot of people take these older homes and try to make them modern and give it a new layout. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'd have to come back and study this more and see what works for us, both financially and for the end user. Look at how, I don't know if you can see how gorgeous this is going to be. Look at that. I mean, there's so much potential here. Don't worry, this is the other bedroom. And this is like 3 or 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms right now. And you can see here outside there's a porch. It's not a porch, but it's just the upper level here with railings and stuff. I mean, they're all rotted. Everything's rotted. Things like this, like if they're missing boards in the floor, no problem. Your hardwood floor guy has got it. I know mine does. I mean, if you guys need recommendations on vendors, contractors, I have those too. And never work with a contractor unless you know someone who has had success with them, by the way. So we're going to go up to the attic space. Look at that cool old heater. And this is, I'm calling it attic space, but it's not. It's the 3rd floor. So this is actual living space. So up here, look at these ceilings. Look how cool that is. Cool window out front here. I mean, space in here. Now you have to check with the building department. I'm not sure if there's enough height in there to do a bathroom, but probably not in there, but you could check. Because as you can see here, you could go higher in certain spots, but this is all big money we're talking about. So it has to make sense in the end. So what you have is, so here's another bedroom. So actually this house has, I mean, 5, 6 bedrooms. And actually this is another bathroom. We're not sure which bathrooms we're going to keep or which bathrooms we're going to move. But I mean, you have like 3.5 bathrooms here, turns out. And so just up here, there are 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. This looks like an old kitchenette. And Usually these are legal as long as there's only a stovetop, not an oven. But again, check with your local building department. High ceilings in here. Tons and tons of light. So, I mean, this is if this were your first flip, you would learn a lot because this is a lot to tackle, even for a seasoned flipper. So we're going to go back downstairs, and there's that car again. And we're going to check out the guts of this house. One of the things people ask me a lot is, how should I buy this property? Should I get private money, have somebody I know who has a Roth IRA or self-directed IRA and they have money to invest, or should I get hard money, which is higher interest rate, higher points, or should I just buy it with my own money? That's totally up to you. Obviously, there's a higher ROI, return on investment, if you use other people's money, but there's way less interest if you use your own money, way more risk on your end if you use your own money. But so that's something I want to talk to your CPA about. But here we are, we're going downstairs. So this is where you want to have really good relationships with contractors and vendors. As you can see, this boiler shot, hot water heater, definitely going to want to replace that. Good news is there's gas here. Look at this antiquated. I mean, it's not really old, but you're going to have to replace that for sure. This size house, you're going to definitely need much bigger service and more updated service. You're going to want to have somebody come in here and check this old oil tank here. Want to get rid of that. I can see some evidence of dampness, and I'm sure there is because this is laid up stone down here. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but there is a ton going on here in this house. Now, it's not rocket science. I mean, it's plumbing, electric, heating system. You can see in there, that's where the addition, there's like an addition out there, and you can see under there. But the whole key is have really good relationships with contractors who you can trust and you have a good relationship with them, or you know someone who has built really good relationships with great contractors. Again, I'm taking you guys into sort of like one of the more involved projects. So just know that this is not an easy one. We're going to go out back in the back deck here. So when banks take over properties, like I said, REO, what they do is they go through and make sure that they replace everything that's rotted, make sure that it's safe to walk on, but that is by no means finished. And you can see the whole house. That's that porch that I was talking about upstairs off the master, the quote-unquote master, that they were using it as that. And the backyard, never underestimate the value of landscaping. Really nice yard though, check this out. Beautiful. And here's a closer look at that one-car garage. I mean, to the naked eye, it looks like it's solid, except for the roof. You're going to need to put new doors on there. But again, I mean, you have to be careful improving versus over improving. I mean, this stuff, all these little parts and pieces, just the lighting itself is a fortune in a house like this. You don't want to price yourself out of the market. So what I do is I take notes on my forms, which I'd be happy to share with anyone. Rob@themealleyteam.com. And I'll go back home and go through the notes that I took on the rehab. And that's one component of what I need in order to figure out what I can offer on this property. Again, it's listed at 208. I have to go back and figure out what the ARV is after repair value, which I'm a realtor, so I can just go in the MLS, look at definitely 3 sold comparable properties within, I try within a half mile. A quarter mile is perfect, but within a half mile works too. And up to a mile within the last 3 to 6 months. And what I would do is another view of the outside on the front, and then the side from the front. So you'll have your ARV, you figure that out. You'll have your rehab costs, figure that out. And I have a spreadsheet that my wife/partner made up, because she's the finance end of this team. And she made a spreadsheet for me, and I plug in rehab, plug in ARV, and I put in there how much ROI I need on this property, and it will spit out MAO, which is maximum allowable offer. And that's the formula. A lot of guys back of the napkin approach. In a really, really good market, it's 70%. And again, you guys can reach out to me, Rob@themealleyteam.com, and I can go over it in detail with you. But the back of the napkin approach is ARV times 70 or 65%. You get that number, and then you subtract the rehab, and then you get your MAO. Now, my long form evaluation for figuring out the MAO comes out to be approximately 67.5%. So it's right in between that 65 and 70%. But that's your back of the napkin approach. Hopefully you guys have a really good idea of, what this is about here at this property. This is just a brief overview, and I invite anyone to reach out to me. 860-982-7696 is my cell phone. Rob@themealleyteam.com. So this property listed at 208. It's 2,575 square feet. And taxes here right now, $88.95. But it's calling it a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I'm assuming that's what it says on the town card. Always look up the town card and always get permits. But there it is. The one thing I didn't talk about is when you're done rehabbing this property, a lot of people, especially on the shows you watch, they stage, and some people love it and they feel like it'll help their property sell faster or help them get more money, and some people don't do it. So feel free to reach out and we can talk about that too. I've found that it works fantastic. I mean, the end user will be able to see how this property will shine once the furniture's in there. It's sort of hard to see when it's just empty. But hopefully this is helpful for all you guys. Again, I am a realtor, flipper. I buy and hold. I'm here for you if you are looking for your next investment property as a realtor. I'm also here as a mentor, and I'm also here for wholesalers to help you learn more about the entire process from a realtor's perspective and from an actual flipper investor's perspective. So thanks a lot for watching, guys.